got yarn. I have 2 flies in my room, and they're big ones. I haven't even been in my room all week. Don't know where they came from. Well, I know where they came from, but anyways, good morning. It's Monday, September 30th. It is it's kind of cloudy, but overall I think it's a prettier day than it was yesterday. I pretty much touched base with you what's going on the coast in my area. Devastation. Please continue the prayers. I am afraid to turn on the news, so I have not yet. I turned on YouTube and I can't watch it. I can watch the news because I have Dish. My Dish is working. Not in here. I guess I can't update. My TV needs to update in order for me to fix it, and I don't have internet. I have some cellular internet. It's hit or miss. Some calls are coming in, some calls are not. Texts are popping up from yesterday from my mother. So unless I want to stand outside in the back of my truck, in the bed of my truck, to get texts or maybe to talk on the phone. But anyways, there's nothing urgent, I don't think. So I'm only, even our office, my business, it can't open. We called our salesman and said, if you want to go out and visit your customers, you can, but there's no power at the office, there's no internet, there's no phones. So we are down. And I'm wondering, I don't think we were hit that bad here inland, but I think their focus is outside of this area, the tragedies, and I understand that. I've never been without power this long after a hurricane, ever. But this is, I think, my first category 4 in this area that kind of hit us directly, and it's carrying its way on up north. Hey Maverick, good morning, handsome. Good morning. Good morning. You didn't want to go up. He didn't want to get up to go outside and go potty. No, he did not. Yes, my little sunshine. And even Miss Press, she went back to bed. She's in bed with Daddy. Her and Susie. Just being lazy. It's late morning. I've been crocheting. I am working on my cat's meow blanket this morning. I started it and I might have to frog a couple rows. I don't know. I'm gonna continue as I've been doing. There's a couple areas where you have to, in the middle, okay, I'm carrying 4 yarns back and forth, 4 bobbins. And then there's a break where I possibly should have a 5th bobbin. And so I carried the yarn to do that stitch in the middle. It was like 2 little stitches. It's starting the tail. And anyways, carrying back and forth, and it's starting to look funny. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm doing it right. I don't know. Does anybody know? And it's going to be too late to tell me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to continue. I don't want to have to frog it. I'm doing so good. But I have to make some more bobbins because I'm running out of some colors, or I'm going to be. But anyways, again, the yarn that I'm using on my cat's meow is the worsted neon Hirschner's yarn. You know what? I don't think I talk about Hirschner's enough. This is awesome yarn. And I think I'm going to start breaking out more of my Hirschner's yarn. Yeah, because this is yummy. This is, I'm, especially once I cake it up. And also, I was trying to cake it up. Oh, pulling from the outside on my spindle. Oh, thank goodness it dropped on the carpet, because they can break. But it was struggling because this goes like this up and down, and it would hang on the bottom. It would hang on the bottom here and then start to hang up here. Okay, so this morning, these bobbins that I'm making, I didn't even realize, I did realize it, but I overlooked it. They have pull tabs. So this is intended to be pulled from the middle. So I'm going to wind up some bobbins using the pull tab as it was intended for. I thought that was kind of funny. I saw that this morning. But I am looking for the third skein like this. It's MIA. I might have packed it in one of my donation boxes. I don't know. I can't find it. It's not where I usually put, see, a lot of my neon yarns. I have a Hirschner's in this one. I thought it was in here. These are my no-brainers I do when I go to sleep at night. These lay on my lap and I crochet squares. But this is Hirschner's yarn right here. And I thought it was in here with it. And it's not. So, I know I'm going to be short. So I'm going to have to get on Hirschner's and order another skein. Oh my. Poor me. So I'm probably going to order two more. I need to start, I've discovered this fall, I usually order in threes. Okay, usually you have enough. And if it's a big project, I'll order more. You know, but I don't always order yarn thinking of a project necessarily, a specific project. I look at yarn and go, oh, you know, I can make all kinds of stuff with this. But this yarn, I ordered every color, and I don't know why I ordered them in threes. And I think it's because, like, when I order Premier packs, it comes in threes. I even think Joann's, yeah, they come in threes. I got packs that come in threes. I know I found some of my neon anti-pilling yarn by Premier. I've had this yarn quite a while. I'm not doing this video for this yarn. It's laying on the floor. But it's their Premier Everyday Anti-Pilling. I forgot about this yarn. And when I was pulling out the neons, it was behind it in my green room. So yeah, so I pulled this out and it's gonna find its home over here on my shelf. I'm gonna move. That's all ice yarn on that fourth shelf there. It's all ice yarn, parfait, velvet, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna move that. I don't know. There's going to be some changes as the seasons change. I'm going to change my yarns around. It's my landscape. I love it. It makes me happy. But yeah, so, but as I was, yeah, what did I show you? I just wanted to share this with you. They also have it in this color too. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. One more time. One more time. Since I've got it out. It's nice yarn. It's anti-pilling. This color is, it's a number 4. And I think they still have it on their website. I bought it quite a while ago. 203 yards. If they've been having some big sales, it may be gone. I don't know. But if you're interested, it has 203 yards, 186 meters. Let's see, it's 100% anti-pilling acrylic. This color is, you know, I don't know. I apologize, guys. Where's the color? Are y'all screaming at me? I can't see it. Hold on. I've got an open bag here. I'm not opening the bag. Okay, well, this one's highlighter. And the color is right above the scan bars, whatever those are called. All right, so, and then I've got the green, and this green is bright green. There are a lot of greens this year, pretty neon greens this year with all different yarn companies. This one's bright pink. I'm breezing through this because I didn't intend to share this. This is flame orange. Yeah, it's a nice yarn, and it's 180 yards. But they come in bags. I think these came in bags of 3. And this color, where is the? See this barcode? It's bright violet. It's just written real tiny. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. These are my 2 favorite colors. Anyways, I pulled them out and put them on my shelf. So I'm going to move some of the velvet into the green room. But in the meantime, I am winding up my color. It's watermelon, something watermelon, bright watermelon, wild watermelon, neon, worsted neon lights yarn by Hirschner's. And yes, I am going to go on Hirschner's today, if I can get online. I don't know. I keep trying. So I do have yarn to be picked up at Joann's. I don't know if I'm going to drive to Gainesville. Gainesville has power. I don't know. I don't want to assume that. I probably need to call over there. But I did, I saw something roll across my phone late last night. All of a sudden I go bling, 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 bling. It's like all of a sudden I'm getting service and my phone goes crazy. I got a message, I have a pickup. I wonder if they'll give me grace because of the weather. I really don't feel like going to Gainesville today, but maybe I just need to get my butt in gear and get out of the house. But I'm working on a project. I don't want to walk away from it. Oh, I'm making this, I don't want to make these bobbins too big. It's just so much easier when they're like this because you got to keep moving them around when you're carrying, you know, when you've got 4 yarns attached to a project. It's not necessarily easy. You got to get your groove on, figure out what's the best way. So, but I'm going to do, I guess I might as well bobbin it all up, huh? So, but yeah, but there's nothing's changed here since last night's video, which was done the day before, I think. It's really hard to get a video out. That video, I got it out, it sat on the roof of my truck all night. Or, you know, all day. Yeah. Out in the yard. Why, but some of, I guess it depends on how many people are on this tower, because there's other towers down. It's probably the issue. But every now and then I was told if you turn your phone off and turn it back on, it'll jump on the close, you know, it'll jump. Sometimes rebooting it will help, and it has, but then it goes back to it not working. So the boys are in here with me. They've missed the room. I know they have. This is our sweet spot here in the garage. And this used to be their room. You know, I don't know if I mentioned, but I haven't always had dogs in my house. Well, big dogs. I used to have Jack Russells, you know, and I had one here in the house, and he got me in trouble daily with Tim. His name was Frazier. I had Frazier, Niles, and Dee Dee. There were 3 Jack Russells. And you see that fly? It's antagonizing. I don't know why, but these things aren't working. These hair barrettes, It's like I paid $3 a bag of 100, but I got it from Temu. I don't really shop on Temu a whole lot anymore. It's just, I buy stuff on there I don't need, like clothes. I don't need clothes. As soon as Tiffany gets her furniture out of my walk-in closet, I'll have plenty of room for all my clothes. I used to have one side was my jeans and my winter shirts, the other side was my t-shirts, you know, short sleeve shirts, jackets, you know, I had it organized. Now I only can function off of one side of the walk-in, and yeah, it's a hot mess. Well, I may have to rent a storage unit. I'm going to empty out. If nobody's going to stay in Steinhatchee, my plans are to empty the house out and maybe stage it for sale. Just leave a couch, leave the bare minimum, but get a storage unit and put stuff in storage and then go through it of what we want and what we don't. A lot of that stuff is my grandmother's stuff. I want a lot of it. I don't care if we have to add on to the house. But her bedroom suit, I remember my grandmother's bedroom suit, the bed. I can remember when the bed came to here on me. I remember being a little girl wishing I could crawl up on the bed. It was so big. It was so huge. And I remember on the dresser, she had this clock that had this glass dome. I thought it was the coolest thing. And so all that is there, and it's mine to take as long as my mom doesn't want it anymore. And I'm excited to bring it into my home. It's just precious memories. And even though some of the furniture that I have in one of my bedrooms is basically like new furniture, if I necessarily want that. Instead, my grandmother's, it's real wood. I don't know. We'll see. I may put it in the green room. I have an antique tall dresser that my mother-in-law gave me, and I know that I hate parting with it, but I don't like separating bedroom suits. My grandmother, her bedroom suit has a chest, it has a dresser, and I could probably fit all that in the green room, even though I have all that yarn in there. And anyways, I got some changes, some decisions to make in regards to Steinhatchee, because, you know, we probably need to get rid of it. Nobody wants to go over there. And when you have a place like that, like my dad, he maintained it. He tinkered, his buddy mows for us, and he won't charge us, won't take money. Because I've talked about hiring a lawn service. My dad's like, why? Don't you dare. My buddy mows it. So you don't mess with daddy's decisions. You know what? I'm yakking away, and I made this bobbin a little too big, but I think it'll be okay. I don't know. I probably need to undo it a little bit. This is what I'll do. Dang it. I know what I'll do. Where's the end? I'm either going to create a nightmare or it's going to be awesome. I'm going to kind of unwind it and make another bobbin. I got to yakking and forgot what I was doing. But we haven't done one of these videos in a long time, huh? That shelf behind me is empty. I was going to put Halloween stuff in it, and I just haven't gotten that far. I got another really cute Halloween thing. figurine. I probably could go in the attic. I have an orange and black container. It's got Halloween stuff. I wonder what's in there. All kinds of stuff. And that's another thing we need to get rid of. I have papers from when I was married to my first husband. I think I have our bank statements in there. I probably need to get rid of them. But you know, they came in handy dandy when years later, my ex he was going to inherit money, and I felt that I was entitled to my child support he never paid, and I had to show proof, and I had proof of like what kind of money he made. You know, I had his paychecks. I just had documents. I had the documents that court ordered that he paid me so much of this a month. I mean, the courts had it, but those documents came in handy, even though I probably could have thrown them out. So I don't throw away anything. You guys know that. But I think I'm getting at the age where I need to start getting rid of stuff. Thought about yard sales, but they're a lot of work, because when whatever you put out there, if it doesn't sell, you got to bring it back in. Yeah. And of course, this is the back door, so everything's going to land in this room. Okay, stop talking, Nancy. I almost did it again. My handy dandy little tins. Thank you, Lala. Mad Mimi Crochet bought these. She bought me, they come in 3 different sizes. She bought me all 3 of them, and I keep my hair clips in here. My yarn clips. They're not hair clips anymore. But yeah, I love these tins. And of course they're Christmas time, but they got black dogs on them, so that's year round for me. And this one I don't have to wrap up. It's already wrapped up, but yeah. So I got 4 balls, 1 tiny ball. I probably should have just wrapped it up the rest of the way, huh? So I've got, for my cat's meow, I do have 1 more in this color. 1 more ball. Okay, I only have this one in this color. Kind of makes me sad that I have to go shopping. How depressing. I've been saving my ball bands and then putting them in here in this bag every chance I get. So, can you guys hear that engine? That's the generator. It's right at my back window. But we had a slab poured back here. It was a dog pen. And I was gonna do a doggy door where the dogs come in and out, like in the winter time, because the dogs, my big dogs were outside dogs when I first got Zeus. He was my first lab. And then I rescued Daisy. She had a litter of puppies, so she ended up, when she had her puppies, she had them in the laundry room. So she was inside, and periodically I'd let Zeus come in and visit his babies. He was a good daddy. And then, of course, Archer, we kept Archer. He was the last puppy. All the puppies, they stayed in the yard. They stayed in the garage forever. Well, then, when Archer was a puppy, of course, you guys know, he fell out of my truck. Him and Zeus were playing in the back seat, and he went out the window. So, and he lost his leg. Shattered his leg. I did everything possible to try to save his leg, and I could not. I probably should have taken him to the University of Florida, but Dr. Dulvin was my vet here in High Springs. It cost me $3,000 to try and save his leg and end up having to amputate it. He was in surgery for 4 hours. He finally called me. He was still in surgery. He goes, Nance, I've tried every way possible, but every time he went to try to run the rod, I guess, the bones would crumble. It's because he was a puppy. So the reason I'm telling you this story is about the dogs in the house and out of the house. Well, anyways, so at that point, Archer was a house dog, and he, like, for a long time, he recovered on my ottoman, okay, in my living room, and he became an inside dog. And when he was about, I don't know, a year and a half, maybe a year old, anyways, him and Zeus started, like, not liking each other. It was like Zeus was jealous of him. Zeus would be mean to him. And I discovered why. It was jealousy. Zeus was outside. He wanted to be inside. So, trying to think outside the box, I thought, well, I'll bring Zeus inside around Archer. Anyways, once I let Zeus come in the house all the time, they were fine. Now, Archer is a little bit of an alpha male, but he's handicapped, you know, but he was a powerful dog. My son Joey will witness to that. Powerful and very protective of me. But him and Zeus got in a bad spat one time, and after that it was fine. Okay, what am I doing here? I'm creating a nightmare. Yes, I did. It's all around the gear. It was the machine telling me it's time to switch out. Bobbin's getting too big. But anyways, so that's how they started coming in the house. And now I would never leave my dogs outside. You know, I mean, they would come inside like in the winter or bad weather. Like I'd bring them in the garage, close the garage. But the house kind of the newness kind of wore off also. You know, I had a brand new house, and Tim was not a big dog lover at the time and didn't appreciate animals in the house. And especially when they leave little gifts periodically. Yeah. But I think that's what I was telling you, is because that's how this room used to be the dog's room. You know, I mean, it was a garage, and this is where they stayed. And the Generac, that pen out there, we took the fencing down. We sawed it was concrete slab with chain link fence poles. We cut the poles down and put the Generac out there on the slab. So that's why it's at the back of my window. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Bing, 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 bing. The ping pong in my head. I want to thank everyone for all their prayers and their kind words. I read all your comments when I can. What's really weird is I can read the comments, but if I heart a comment right now, it's like the page goes foggy. It's like I can see the print behind a white, I don't know, a white haze on my sheet. You know, like it's trying to come in, but it's not. Hang on, this video is 30 minutes already. Okay, I'm restarting. But, so, I can't even heart. Sometimes there's messages when you're reading comments. There'll be like, if you hit it, like it'll say me too or thank you, or sometimes I hit that instead of typing it. You know, it's quicker response. I can't even do that. I lose you in a buffer of haze. I'll be glad when things get back on track. And for some reason, like I'll turn the internet off my phone, and that way my cellular data will work in it, you know, and it'll kind of work at times. But then my phone it'll kick it back on the house internet, which is not working. I don't know why the phones are doing that. Both of my cell phones are doing that. And at times, one cell phone works better than the other. It makes no sense. They're both the same service. They're the same power, same memory. Everything's the same. But they don't work the same. This yarn is so pretty. Each one of these colors is a stitch, pretty much. Works out to be a stitch. And by the way, I'm on row 38. Woohoo! Kicking butt. And everything continues to go as smoothly as it's been. I might make another one for me. Or, oh, somebody had mentioned that there was a magazine by Annie's put out that has patterns of other animals other than the cat's meow, and I think I was able to respond. I have it, but I want to share that again. I thought I shared it, is what I think I said. I don't know. I don't know if it went through, because once I respond, the page goes into a haze. It's weird. Yeah, I don't have as much of this yarn, and I don't know why, but it seems like there's less on these skeins in this bright color than there is on the solids. There's a fly. I wish I had a fly swatter. I do, but they're in the other room. I bet you after I buy this yarn, I'll find it. But I looked everywhere last night. I thought it would be with the other, you know, my neon whips, but it's not. And it was not too long ago. I looked in here too. But I've been thinking about, I've done this before and I failed, but now that I'm feeling better, I mean, I've got other things to do, but just for the channel, just something different. I think I'm gonna go through, it's like whip it, no, what is that? Frog it, keep it or frog it kind of thing. Going through my whips. You guys know I have a ridiculous amount of whips, and that's because I love to play with yarn. And I do it because I can. And some people, their brains don't understand that. And sometimes I don't understand why I do the things I do. But definitely, I've got too many whips going on, and I don't have enough doors to hang them from. And I have a lot of doors in this house. This one closet, don't make fun of me. Those are all whips, all the way in the back. I need to go through all of that. Some of them, even here, some of them just have yarn in them. You know, like go on a trip and pack yarn for a project and never even do it. I do that too. So yeah, I don't have as much of this color, it feels like. And there's a lot of these, I've noticed. I've come across like 4 so far on the other skein. But I can tie it together better than they have it together. I can sometimes make it seamless. But now that I have the camera on, let me not happen. And I have the worst scissors in the world in front of me. The tip's sharp on it, but the rest of it's not. Those are old scissors. There. Perfect. But yeah, these Hirschner skeins are not made for the spindles are made to pull from the inside, obviously. But when you get to the end, of course, nothing wants to cooperate. I'm trying to find, there you are. Last night I was experiencing static. That's not something normal that I've experienced normally, but working with this yarn, it kept clinging to my arm and my hands. It was driving me crazy. So I got a lint towel, or a dryer towel sheet, a dryer sheet, and I fell asleep. So yeah, I fell asleep working on this project. I've been having fun, so, but I need to find a bag for it, and I think I'm going to use this bag here temporarily to hold the bobbins. This was something that one of my blankets came in, and the reason I didn't put it back in here is because they're going to wash them. And so they want them all put in bags so that they can wash them when I deliver them. So if you're doing boggy blankets, don't wash them unless they're really dirty or something. But yeah, don't wash them. Save the soap for your laundry because they're going to wash them. They have to. And they probably have to use a specific type of laundry detergent for these children. So, yeah. So thank you for the bag. And I will use it. The other one, Denise sent a bunch of these tumbleweeds, and so I put them in here for the tumbleweeds to keep them all together. So thank you, Denise. And did I have some of my black velvet in here? How did that get in here? Stuck to it or something. No, that's a tumbleweed. No, you know what it is? It's the string. I thought it was black yarn. It's the string to hold the tumbleweed. Here's the tumbleweed that Kimi gave me when I went to Boggy Creek a couple years ago. So, yay! So those will stay nice and clean, hairless. Now that I have I got a fluffy dog now, and I found a few of her hair. Her hair is long. I mean, she's not shedding bad, but of course she's gonna lose hair, and it's long, which is kind of cool. All right, it isn't really cool, but it is what it is. So, all right, well, I'm going to go back into the living room and work on my cat's meow. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I hope y'all enjoyed the little chat here this morning. So, anyways, I love y'all. Mwah. Hey, y'all. Breaking news right off the press. I just got some news from Wanda Gonzalez, informing me that Ron DeSantis is providing food trucks and drink trucks for Miss Linda over in Steinhatchee, Roy's restaurant that was destroyed until she rebuilds.
You know what? This is a gorgeous.
That's wonderful.
Anybody would be blessed to have it. I mean, it's beautiful. Why would that?
I'm sorry, I'm emotional. I feel so bad for her, but at least our governor is going to help. That is wonderful. Congratulations, Linda. I know she doesn't watch my channel, but you never know. But thank you, Wanda Gonzalez. One of my subscribers sent me that message. That's awesome because I haven't watched the news, and my stupid phone, it doesn't work. I just got this message, and God only knows when she sent it. She could have sent it yesterday. But thank you, Wanda. What wonderful news. Things happen when, unfortunately, tragedies happen. People come together, which is wonderful when they're really needed. So I got to tell my husband the great news because he loves Miss Linda. Love y'all.